Greetings everyone, welcome to another Occasional Adventures with me, your hostess Shannon McLean, on this very windy day. You know, the wind always seems to be blowing out here in Nevada and like never to my favor. My hair always looks terrible. Anyways, you can see where I am. The famous, infamous Riviera Hotel, also known as the Riv to those of us local Las Vegans and those of us who worked here. I worked here in 2006 to 2007. That was it for me, but this place has a very rich and colorful and innovative history. It was the first of its Las Vegas hotel casino counterparts to do lots of things. For example, this was the first hotel casino to have a topless review, believe it or not. So I'm going to put a link to the history of this place in the description below so you can read up on all the details, because I don't know them all off the top of my head. But I do know that this place opened in April of 1955 and it closed up in May of 2015. I was living in Florida at the time, so I wasn't here, unfortunately, to be here for the last day, but other people were. So check YouTube and you can see videos of its last day here. But that wasn't even the glamorous time. That was the today time. It is now June of 2016 when I'm out here filming. And about 36 hours ago, kind of in the middle of the night, they did the implosion on the now defunct and gone and imploded Monaco Tower, which I'll give you some footage of where that was on the other side of this building here in just a minute. This is the original part of the building, consisting of the front part, which was it goes way along the street as well. So that was the casino, restaurants, so forth. And then this was the original tower that had 9 floors, 9 stories of rooms. So you can see the top 3 more like penthouse levels. Then the Monaco Tower, I think, was the next one to be added on, which is on the other side of this. And then this tower right here, which I forget the name of the tower, but anyway, and then the pool, they kind of all surrounded the pool. The pool's in the middle. I'm sure you can find some aerial shots of this place and see that whole layout if you care. But anyway, it is in the process of being imploded and demolished, unfortunately. This is kind of what Las Vegas does when hotels get old or they want to put something different there. Rather than just keep the original building and refurbish the rooms or reface the facade or something like that, they always just implode these buildings, which really breaks my heart, because this is Las Vegas. This is what it was known for, built on, became famous for. This is what brought all the people in its glory days. This place has a very rich and colorful history of ownership. Of course, it was owned and run by various members of the mob, because that's how Las Vegas was run and started. There's stories of scandal and murder and the ownership changing hands. Dean Martin even had 10% ownership of this place at one point. But very notable people performed here, such as Dean Martin. Liberace was the first big name performer to work here. He used to work at the Frontier and they brought him here and paid him a ginormous salary for that day. I'm trying to think, Joan Crawford was here. Tons of celebrities performed here, because back in the day, this was the it place to be. This was it. This is the days when you dressed up and you dropped lots of money, and just amazing. So it's so sad to see what it's become, and now it's being imploded, but this is it. I'm here. We're gonna take some pictures, get some close-up film footage if I can, and enjoy the ride. Thanks for coming along. And here's the original part of the building. This is from a side view. You can see the original 9 stories and then the original curved part of the building that faces towards the Las Vegas Strip, which is right there. And a big pile of what used to be the parking garage. That tower back over here is not part of the Riv, just this and then forward. And this is just a side view. There's more on the other side. As you can see, what used to be the parking garage back here has been reduced to nothing but rubble. That was taken down a few days ago or a month ago, I think, is when they took the parking garage down, which I used to park there obviously when I worked here. So let's go see the rest of it. And just before we move forward, and here's just a little extra snippet tidbit. This hotel back over here, forever and ever, was the Las Vegas Hilton. You know, Hilton, the brand Hilton. And then it went under and it changed hands and it was called Las Vegas Hotel. And then that went under and now it's changed hands and now it's called the Westgate. And this sits about a couple blocks off the strip. And then over in this area where you can't see, back over here is, well, some apartments, but behind that is the Las Vegas Convention Center. And the Las Vegas Convention Center has purchased this land where the Riviera sits now. And that's why they're imploding it, is because it's went defunct, bankrupt, closed down, and they're going to be expanding the Las Vegas Convention Center and using this space. So that's it. It's kind of sad if you can see a lot of the windows are just completely gutted and blown out. Back in the day, they had some gorgeous suites in there. This whole bottom part used to be mirrored all around, and you can see most of the mirrors have now been taken out. Check out the original brass doors. Everything in here, all the doorways and windows and everything, all that brass, because back in the day that was the fancy thing to have. And this is the original tower. Out up at the top, on the top 3 stories of this original building, would be like the penthouse level. Check out these cool windows. If you can see, they're the long windows that open out. And it looks like only the middle window of the 3 panes of glass was the window that opened. Super cool. As you can see here, this is the part that already got imploded about a day and a half ago, right off of the main entrance from the casino floor. And the Monaco Tower used to be here. It was a big tower with lots of rooms, lots of suites. It's gone. This part's pretty demolished out pretty well. And then here's the front view of the main part of the building. That's really all I've got to show you right now. There's not much else going on, so thank you for joining me on this very brief occasional adventure. Signing off for now.